soldiers from the 3rd Assault Brigade climb into an M2 Bradley IFV and set off on a combat mission. There is an unexploded shell on the way. It gets stuck under the track, but the vehicle holds up. A light jolt, and they keep going. The gunner spots a Russian APC heading straight at them. The fight begins. The Bradley fires first. The aging BTR-82 is hit at point blank, and its armor simply can't take it. The Russians fire blindly in response. No sights. Their systems are damaged. One of the crew jumps out while it's still moving. The APC is unsalvageable. It catches fire. The crew barely escapes before it explodes. The Bradleys advance to the objective and unleash suppressive fire. The attack is effective. The enemy is thrown into disarray. Soldiers from the 3rd Assault Brigade move in. In the forest, the enemy is invisible. Fighting is almost blind. The squad splits. One team pushes into trenches recaptured earlier that day. The sector is cleared, but no one relaxes, as the battle is only beginning. Just as the fighters secure their positions, a signal comes in. 2 Russian BTRs with infantry on board are advancing from the flank. It's a counterattack attempt, but the Ukrainian armored group isn't caught off guard. One Bradley takes position and immediately opens fire, covering the others. One after another, precise hits. The first BTR is struck, its infantry disoriented, soldiers scattering under a hail of fire. The second Bradley fires a TOW ATGM. Launch, flash, strike. The target burns. The counterattack collapses at the approaches. A second Bradley launches a TOW anti-tank missile. Shot, flash, hit. The target is burning. The counterattack chokes before it can even gain ground. Russian fighters try to retreat, some crawling, some running, abandoning the wounded and equipment. The Bradley's power and the crew's coordination completely disrupt the enemy's plan. The position is held. After repelling the attack, they begin clearing the area. Remaining Russian units retreat, but some hide in trenches and tree lines. Ukrainian assault troops move quickly, using grenades and small arms. The firefight is short but intense, tracer rounds flying across the entire front line. The Russians can't stand the pressure and fall back. Recon drones confirm the enemy can no longer hold the position. The sector is almost fully cleared, but commanders know it's too early to relax. This might just be a lull before the next strike. Realizing their ground forces are failing, Russian command deploys aviation. Su-25 attack aircraft are scrambled, strike jets prepped for action. At the airfield, rockets are loaded. The equipment is brought to combat readiness. This is their last bet, an attempt to halt Ukrainian advances from the air. The planes fly at low altitude, using thermal decoys for cover. Their target? Ukrainian assault group positions. The Su-25s unload their entire payload on pre-scouted coordinates and head back to base via a backup route. Explosions. Mere meters from the front line. The shockwave knocks several fighters off their feet. They got lucky. Only concussions. The commander immediately relays info to air defense crews. Enemy aviation was active. Coordinates sent. The Su-25s change course, attempting to bypass Ukrainian positions on the flank and evade possible interception. But it's too late. The recon has passed coordinates. Air defense crews are on alert. The air defense team works precisely. Operators calculate trajectories, check angles, wait for the perfect moment. No rush here. One shot, one target. Target confirmed. Launch. The missile ascends and catches the target. The Su-25 becomes a trail of fire. Its wreckage spirals down. The pilot manages to eject. In the footage, you see the burning jet trailing smoke. Surviving this is a rare miracle. The pilot is rescued. He's alive, but the mission is a failure. The plane is lost. The strike on Ukrainian positions yielded no results. The advance continues. A few Russian soldiers still hide in the trenches, refusing to surrender. The Ukrainians act decisively. They call in, but receive silence. The last resistance is shattered. The position is completely cleared. Control achieved. The Bradleys move to the evacuation point. No losses. The operation is 100% complete. These fighters are from the Azov regiment, proving their reputation as an elite unit of Ukraine's defense forces through action. The brigade withdraws for recovery, but war doesn't wait. At this very moment, Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance detects a new threat. A reconnaissance drone spots heavy enemy artillery several kilometers away. A 152mm 2A36 Hyacinth B howitzer. This isn't just a gun, it's a real threat to the newly captured Ukrainian positions. The Hyacinth can strike far and accurately. Its role: suppress personnel, equipment, and fortifications. A single gun like this can halt an entire unit's advance if not neutralized in time. The occupiers prepare to fire, but the Ukrainians choose an unconventional approach. Instead of artillery or missile, they deploy a drone equipped with a Thermite payload, a new kind of flamethrower. Inside is Thermite, an incendiary mix that can burn through concrete and melt steel. It's impossible to extinguish. It even burns underwater. This drone doesn't strike a singular point. It disperses burning material across the position, directly into trenches and behind tree line equipment. Ignition is instant. Enemy soldiers try to retreat, but it's too late. Flames engulf everything. Ammunition on the position begins to detonate. The Thermite charge is designed to incinerate fortified positions, and here it works flawlessly. One Russian artilleryman manages to turn on a camera. The footage shows fire ripping through the crew. A detonation, and everything is consumed in flames. Threat eliminated. Objective destroyed. At dawn, the Russians return, but only to assess the damage. All that's left are charred wreckage. The truck and howitzer burned to ashes. The position is reduced to craters and soot. For them, it's a defeat. For Ukraine, it's confirmation. Thermite drones are becoming a new factor on the battlefield, and we'll continue to monitor this closely.